Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming out. We really do appreciate your being here today for this ceremony. First up, this will be the employer support of the Guard and Reserve Representative, retired Colonel Gene Hewlett, to give the award to John McCarthy, the state's attorney for Montgomery County. And without further ado, retired Colonel Gene Hewlett.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It is a distinct honor and privilege to be here today on behalf of the employer support of the Guard and Reserve. Today gives us a wonderful opportunity to recognize a wonderful employer who has an employee who is very, very impressed and very, very pleased with the level of support that has been shown to him through his entire career with the Attorney General's office as well as the military. Many may not know, but this particular nominator, Attorney Andrew Hahn, has experienced several calls away from his civilian employer. He's reported to the Baltimore riots. He's been away on extensive training. He has been doing other training and events with the Maryland National Guard. An employer is definitely impacted when their employee, their Guard or Reserve employee, is pulled away from the daily duty. Yet the Attorney General has taken the opportunity to welcome this young man into this organization, to allow him to be a prosecutor, to cover him when he is deployed defending our nation. And it is a distinct privilege to present on behalf of Andrew Hahn the award to Mr. McCarthy.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
First of all, I am very grateful for this award, and I want to thank Colonel Hewlett for coming down here to making this presentation today. Look, I am also very thankful to Captain Hahn, who also sometimes is Assistant State Attorney, Andrew Hahn, in my office, who's a marvelous member of my office. I want to thank Andrew for this nomination. I hope that the many men who continue to work in my office, who are part of the military, feel the same level of support that Andrew has felt from the entire office as well as from myself. I think that being a prosecutor is a job of public service, but I think that as we look back as Americans to the highest level of calling to public service, there's no higher calling than there is when it comes to military service and service to your country. I currently have 9 members of my office that are members of the military or formerly members of the military. We actually have one of the men in my office, who is Kelly McGann, is a Bronze Star winner. The reason he's not standing behind me is because he's in trial doing the people's work here in Montgomery County today. There's another individual, Brian Rubenstein, who is not standing with me because he is currently training to become a JAG Corps officer in the United States Army, and we've allowed him to, he's doing his training now from the office. He's not the first time that we've supported somebody who's left us for JAG training with the military service. The men that stand with me today have served this country in Operation Iraqi Freedom. They've served this country in Operation Desert Storm. They served members of the people in my staff served in Vietnam. They have served in Iraq, and they have served in Afghanistan. In terms of branches of the service, standing behind me, there are members of my office that served in the Air Forces, National Guard, Army and Navy. And I don't bet a lot of Americans. I watched the Army-Navy game on Saturday, and I know it's a tough week for Navy. And my father was a Navy man, but just reminded us of how great it is in the military services. And I thought that I was rooting for Navy, but it was such an emotional experience to watch that game and see those young people celebrating their service to the country. Saturday evening was a great night as an American to watch a college football game and to celebrate military service in this country. Lastly, as I was reminded, I was talking to Judge Algio, who's a Vietnam veteran, who's standing behind me, who's now a member of my staff. The Montgomery County Bar Association 2 years ago began to to celebrate people who've given service to their country. And I will tell you, I've always looked at resumes, and we've for a long time looked at resumes when people applied for jobs in our office, and the service to their country was something that we gave great credit for in hiring individuals. But when we went to the luncheon 2 years ago, for the very first time, as I stood there surrounded by 9 members of my staff, I realized that here in Montgomery County, in the legal community, no other office in the legal community had more than 2 members of the military that were serving in their offices. We had 9. And I will tell you, that was one of my proudest moments, to look around, be surrounded by these outstanding men who have given service to their country. Look, I accept this award today, and I'm humbled by the award, but I'm also humbled by the veterans that stand behind me and the service they've given to their country. I could not be more honored, and I could not be more honored to have these men work with me every day in the State's Attorney's Office. Thank you again, Colonel, for the award. Andrew, thank you very much for the nomination.
Yes, sure.
I'd like to add one more piece of information to today, which neither Anthony knows or Mr. McCarthy. This organization has gone what we call above and beyond across the board in the support of their military employees. So what I would like to surprise them with today is we have recommended and approved them for what is called an above and beyond award that shows the entire support of not just the supervisor, but the organization as a whole. We are planning to present this award in April at our annual Employer Events Dinner Banquet, which will be held in Annapolis.
I just wanted to thank Mr. McCarthy for all the years of support he's given me. I've been employed this office for 5 years, and during those 5 years, I've been activated for 3 state active duty tours, gone for about a week or 2, just to answering the call of the state. It truly is a privilege to serve not only this county, but also having Mr. McCarthy's support, as I also have the opportunity to serve this state and this nation. So I have this pin here. It's a Patriot employer pin, and I'm going to place this on Mr. McCarthy, just saying thank you so much for all that you've done for me. Thanks, John.
Thanks.
And then you'll also have him sign some documentation that shows that we're in full compliance with the DoD Service Law Act, and we're going to do that at this table over here. So if you guys want to get him signing the documentation, we can do that in a few moments, and then we can do a breakout with a few people if you want to get individual interviews with Patriot or some of our other veterans. Any questions? Sure. Kathleen Stuff from the Sentinel.
Okay.
To whom are you directing your question? Captain Hahn?
Yes. I was wondering, have you encountered challenges in seeking career opportunities based on your service?
Well, this was my first job out of law school. I interned at this office, and when I submitted my resume, and I was talking to John about, during the interview, as I was talking to John McCarthy about my military experience, I think when he hired me, he did mention at my swearing-in that was something that he felt was a benefit, to have someone to come into his office with the level of professionalism and leadership skills to kind of handle the caseload that comes along with being an assistant state's attorney.
Okay. Has your availability prevented you from getting other jobs?
You know what? Quite honestly, this job is so good, I haven't even started looking anywhere else. So.
That's the right answer. That's the money shot.
All right. Terrific.
I have a question for a retired veteran.
Okay.
Any retired veteran?
Why don't we have Judge Algeo?
How about you guys from the First World War?
Kathleen, go ahead.
You should say something.
Have you, sir, encountered any challenges with job opportunities based on being a veteran, or is that not?
Not in the least. In fact, I've encountered no difficulties. Quite the opposite. Mr. McCarthy and the State's Attorney's Office has hired me back 3 different times. So they've been very, very good to me, and it's an opportunity to continue, and I think each individual up here would say this, is our work and service, both in the service and as part of the State's Attorney's Office. And we truly are a family, and that's what brings everybody back to this office.
I'm retired from the Army Reserve. What was your question again? I think I could answer that one too.
Did you encounter any challenges finding employment following your service?
No, not at all. Just to the contrary. I've been with the office for, I'm coming up on my 17th year. In January of 2003, I got my orders for Operation Iraqi Freedom. And I would depart in February and serve for a year in Kuwait. And upon my return, there were no issues at all. I mean, I got nothing but support. People they had a party for me when I came back. They gave me a very nice jacket, and people wore pins and sent me letters. I think they raked leaves at my house. They helped my wife get a Christmas tree. So the support officially could not have been any better. But from my colleagues in the office and my friends, that support was nothing short of awesome. And after that, I retired. So the State's Attorney's Office in Montgomery County, in my book, is truly a model employer.